So, couch stretch. I'd go as far as saying that over 95%, maybe even more, of my clients benefit directly from this stretch, and that the vast majority of the population suffer from tight hip flexors from being sat at a desk all day. So, super simple, super easy. Do this every day. You can do it at home. It takes under a minute. There's literally no excuses. So there's two ways of doing this, an easy version and a hard version. We'll start off with the easy and show you the hard one after. Hip flexors, small muscle group that sits on top of the quad and attached to it, okay? Now, most of you spend the vast majority of the day sitting at a desk. So in this position, right? So the hip flexors become super short and super tight and super weak, okay? So if you're sat like this, what we need to do is the opposite of that movement and open up that ankle. Easy version, okay? Adopt a half kneeling position, okay? Bring that foot a little bit more forward. Squeeze the back glute as hard as you can. Brace your abs as hard as you can. Think about picking up your hips. So if this is me sticking my arse out, I'm doing the polar opposite of that. So I'm pushing my hips up, like I'm drawing it into my belly button. And then from there, keeping that tension, this is nice and tight, this is nice and tight. I'm gonna lean forward, I'm gonna open up this angle. So even for me now, I can feel that a little bit there on that top hip flexor. Most of you probably won't feel it doing this easy version. If you do feel it like doing this already, start spending 30 to 40 seconds on each side doing this every single day. What you can do is add a dynamic element to it, where you push forward, feel that stretch, hold it there for about 5 or 6 seconds, ease off for a second, and repeat that 8 times, 8, 9, 10 times, about 45 seconds to a minute. Key mistake I see people make when doing this exercise is, first off, they're not tensing anything, so they're relaxing, so they're just doing this mindlessly without thinking. And the second one is they're leaning forward, letting the torso drop. Okay, the moment our torso drops, we close this ankle and it completely negates the exercise. All you need is something soft like a pillow, anything that will just make it a little bit less harsh on the knees. That's for both the easy version and the hard version actually. So I'm just going to use this mat. If you're doing this on your living room floor, this is how I start off every morning, by the way. Wake up and do this couch stretch, and I just take one of the cushions from sofa and put it on the floor to make it less painful on the knees. Right? And we're basically, and from here we're essentially doing the exact same movement. The only difference this time is that our back foot is up. Put my right leg up against the wall like so. Bring the other leg forward. Okay, and what you want is a straight line from your knee up to your shoulder. Let's say my knee is about 1.5 feet away from the wall. Obviously, the closer you put your knee to the wall, the more intense the stretch is. The key thing I want you to focus on though is form, not how close you can get your knee to it. So from here, exact same principles applied as the easy version. Okay, I'm going to squeeze this glute. I'm going to draw the pelvis up. So if 10 out of 10 is absolutely excruciating and that's your absolute limit, you want to sit at like an 8 or 9 out of 10. Okay, so when I squeeze this glute, tense the abs, and lean forward, there's about an 8. 8 or 9, and ease off. The way you can add layers to this is to add a few rotations, turning the same side as the front leg and reaching over with your right hand. Or sorry, the opposite hand to the front leg.